I kind of need some water. I need some water. I brush my teeth before I let the DOGs out, and it's like the end of the tube, so it's all baking soda or whatever. I thought I was going to be more sore today than I am, and that is a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Oh, the hair's leaving soon. Oh, I never got my water. I'm tired. I'm getting tired. My eyes are tired. My body's getting tired. It's ready to freaking hang up for the day. It was a busy day. I did a lot before 11 o'clock. Or I had a lot done before 11 o'clock. I didn't do the things. Is that little kitty meow? Is little kitty meow out there? Is there a little kitty meow? Hi, girl. Come in here so they don't rape you. Come on. Come on. It's a freaking brutal world, man. Spay and neuter your pets, people. Spay and neuter your pets, people. Hello, welcome to my tube. My name is Marge. I'm a yoga empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Today I feel pretty A-okay. I feel better than I have in the last several days. I tell you that right now. That is no lie. Mom's already laying down. Last night she stayed up till like 9 o'clock. I was just like, oh, Mom, I'm going to go lay down. I'm tired. When your 71-year-old mom stays up later than you. I get up earlier and I'm pretty much constantly on the go all day, every day. I move around a lot. There's a couple of days, there's a couple of periods during the day I stop, but it don't happen a lot. But today was a good day. Today was a good day. Went and had got new shoes for the BV, the blue van, the BMV, the blue minivan, and got new tires put on it today, and the ride is substantially better. I went to Garcia Tire here in Taos, New Mexico, and I thought it was gonna be like $1,000 easy, because I'm like, I want all terrain. So I don't want to mess with this stuff. I just want all terrain. And ultimately, I'll see. I don't know. It's like, it's a competitive market here. The suspension game. There's only a few businesses that deal with the suspension. And I don't know if any of them would even care to take it on to modify the van. But really, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, I had, the Rogue was all-wheel drive. The truck was four-wheel drive. I like that. I mean, it was handy. I said, there's a lot of snowstorms that I got through better than big, stupid trucks in a Ford Taurus, in an 03 Ford Taurus. So, I'm a pretty good driver. I'm a good driver. Yeah, I made mistakes driving. I've learned from those mistakes, but so and then took the dogs in to get the nails trimmed. So they got new shoes for verbally speaking too. Tucker and Luna, I can't do theirs. I can't trim their nails. I'm too squirrely, so it makes them squirrely. So here's a picture of the van. The new shoes. It's kind of I don't know. And then I got to take my buddy Augie. It's cool. I like taking him to feed his horses. Oh, other way. That's at the coffee shop. He's got it. Those are his horses. We drive up and they're all laying out in the sun, getting their organs all warm and stuff. That one was getting up. Oops, my finger's over here. Oh, time to go eat. Better get up. Yeah. They're all laying down. I point and shoot. I look at the pictures while I'm waiting for him while he eats. That's when I look at the picture. And this tree is so cool. I was like, oh my gosh, that is a really cool tree. Is that a spruce? I used to live on Spruce. Mom used to live on Spruce Circle, huh? This is a spruce tree. Mom's already asleep. So, my buddy said the baby, this one was born last year. Man, they drive so fast. If I didn't have too much integrity, I'd be a cop. I have too much integrity. I could never be a cop. They're just malleable. Policy whipped. Makes my third eye twitch. Anyway, so my buddy said that he went to feed yesterday, and this one there's like something happened, and he's getting in his teenage years kind of thing. Like, oh yeah, like like they think they know everything and stuff, and he was getting a little frisky yesterday, and I was like, you better take care of that. So anyway, we're coming up on spring. It feels nice. People were in a good mood today. They were jovial. People donate. Sometimes there's a couple. There's 3 people that donate to my channel, and have for like over the last year consistently, faithfully, and because they do that, Mom and I don't have to worry about putting tires on the van. Cause I thought it was gonna be like $1,200, and it was like $837. They did, and it was quick. It wasn't real busy, so they all just did it. It took like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, not long at all. So anyway, and now I feel safe enough to take Mom out, and it's a comfortable ride. It's so much more comfortable, and I got to like because where the horses were, I got to go up on a dirt mound and stuff like that. And I was doing stuff like that before I had the tires changed, but the tread, they needed to be changed. So I'm glad I did the upgrade on that. I didn't get too crazy. And he said those are the only ones that you could do. And he said if you wanted to put a lift kit on it or do whatever, he said you still have clearance. These tires are compatible with whatever the future holds. So that was nice, and it was a pleasant experience at the nail ladies. They're so good to the dogs at Super Groomers. They're so good. The 86, that guy that freaking shoved me that day. Or freaking got freaking, and I was like ready. I'm like, dude, I can all day long. Let's go. If you want to if you, a man in your 60s, want to freaking throw down with a woman that is 47, 48-year-old, I will just be like, folks, cameras out. Watch this old dude get his ass beat. Yeah. Yeah. Show me his gun. Show me his gun. He would have shot me too, because he said, I feel threatened. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. Go back to Texas. Nobody wants you here with your freaking 3rd and 4th houses because you were in the military far too long and freaking squandered the system. But everybody freaking has a parade celebrating assholes like him. Is this stuff changing yet? So anyway, but she 86 the guy. She called and said, please don't ever bring your husband back here again. You know, and and it made me feel good because usually when as far as other stories in my life have played out, the favor goes to the asshole with the fucking gun. So that was cool that she was supportive. So, and she's always real nice to the dogs, Tucker and Luna, and they're getting better. They're getting more comfortable. And see, that's why I like when they do it, because they get squirrely. And so, like, one of them is loving on them, like, hey, distracting, and just the whole time while the other one trims the nails, and that's comforting to me too. And I'm wound tight, man. I'm wound tight. And like when I was at the tire shop, I walked in, I was like, yeah, my tires are in this morning. They called early. It was like 9:30 they called. So they're like, and I said, okay, well, I'm trying to get my dogs in, so let me try that. And it just all worked out. And then when I was there, a dude pulled up, freaking, casual Fridays, Monday through Friday in Taos, New Mexico, in the Taos County truck, pulls up, because they don't ever got to pay for nothing, They never got to pay for nothing. And it's fucking drives you crazy. They frickin' so many misappropriation of funds. It's absurd how much money they waste. And so I was like, I asked the guy, I go, so, do you guys being the local government and all, do you guys get a special deal, a special bargain? And the guy behind the counter is like, no, not really. But we do get incentives from the tire companies for work. Like, it's all subsidies. It's all a bros club. It's all to benefit. It doesn't, but that's the thing. It doesn't benefit everybody. I'm like, well, do I get a veteran discount? I mean, as part of the government. No. But it's all right. It's all right. Then then I went by the tire, when I was done with my choring, and took the dogs home after getting their nails trimmed. I went over to the coffee shop, and before I took Augie to get his feed his horses, and I got to pay some of what I get forward. That's my favorite part, is paying it forward, is sharing. I love freaking this guy. He's talking about the tincture that he's making. He makes tincture with canola oil. And to do that, he makes pipes, and he needs to get some money for the propane to do something to make the pipes, and then he could sell the pipes and then he has to get something to sell the pipes, make the pipes, sell the pipes, to buy propane to make the tincture. That's what it was. Okay. Whoa, that was a lot. And so I put some freaking money in his pocket, and he said, what's that for? I said, well, that's for whatever you need to do to get you to do whatever you want to do. And he's like, all right. And then he went and got in the truck, and then my buddy was like, he's so excited. He's so excited. He pulls the money. He didn't like sit there and pull out the money. He went and got in the truck, and he's like, he pulls the money out, and he looked, and because I just did tip the guys, I didn't even have $100 to give him. I gave him 80, and it made him happy. See, money, I don't care about money. Money is what I need to freaking make other people happy that I got to deal with about shit. You know? Whether it's the landlord that I got to give them money to live have the roof over our head, or even if when we get our forever home, I'll give that money to the bank. It's just all crap. Yeah, I don't care about it. So he was so excited. He called his mom. He was so happy. And I was just like, that is why I think that I ended up on my Earth Angels recommended channel that helps me so much, and that I get to pay it forward. And I'm super excited about that. Yeah. I like, it's so fun to make, and that's why I'm like, these people that have so much, they appease themselves by saying they help, see the stuff that rich people give to non-profits for their tax write-offs, that stuff, it never gets to the people that I get to. It doesn't get to them. The stuff in the system, they all pay themselves, I guess it was $168 million, trillion dollars, whatever, to the Ukraine. Dude, it's a bunch of, they have women. What about the women that were freaking just live to have babies so Americans can adopt the babies? What about that system? Everybody's all, yay that, yay do that, yay keep that up. That's cool. All the freaking all the traffic, it's all, come on, people. The world's more full of me than, ooh, you care to admit. See, you can't ignore us forever. That's the thing, is society is like sustained, like people can't be outspoken. People are outspoken, you get thrown in jail. As we've seen the last few years, throughout history, it's always been prevalent, It's always been right there. That's the thing, is like, I'm not a violent person. I'm a peaceful being. I don't believe putting freaking your hands on people out of anger. Unless that's self-defense, I will do that. Rest assured, I will do that. And, because, man, people are crazy. People are crazy on this planet. They are becoming unhinged. And it's just like, through the grid system, just the vibration of fear, they're just constantly rippling. And I just watch and just disbelief that people believe this stuff. I mean, I scroll through. I was thinking about that today. Grandma always had magazines and stuff. Magazines. She had a real estate office, so the people would bring in magazines. She'd get magazines. It was the magazines because people would sit and wait and read a magazine. Doctor's office, it was so you read all these articles, on all kinds of just stuff to get people to look at and focus at things that don't matter. Just a whole bunch of stuff that didn't matter. So I always thought, I was like, what if civilization fell? What if everything that people, I've been wondering this my whole life, and it's just such a trip for me to see it happen now, to see it all dissolve. And it's, what's really weird is, to a lot of people, they don't see it. It's business as usual. It's nothing's, oh yeah, markets take a hit, they'll bounce back. It's just the cycles of an evolution. I'm just like, the planet has been in balance for too long. It's out of whack. And you know why? Actually, it's not the planet, it's the people of the planet. Sorry, Gaia. Yeah, right. Mother Earth. But the people have just living so far and extravagantly in ego that they've gotten away from their spirit and just gotten away from, like, the basic decency and kindness of human beings, which which reminds me, like, where I'm experiencing living here where I live. I'm having different experiences than I've ever experienced. I've had a lot of different life experiences, but specifically the cat situation. Like, I was asked to feed the cats outside to keep the rodents down. There's like groundhogs everywhere, all over. It's spring, and there's groundhogs everywhere, and and as excited as I get about spring, there's the dark side of nature that I'm reminded of all the time. Which, incidentally, people think that the suicide rate is the highest in at Christmas, and that's not true. It's spring. I think it's all the new beginnings, and they just can't fathom just starting again. The cycle over. Anyway, with nature's full spectrum, man. That's why I don't get all these love and lighters. You don't got no shadow? You don't got no dark side? How does your dark side play out? Because everybody got it. You bearing it? Because that stuff will build up, it'll fester, and it's going to come out sideways like a wackadoo. And you add alcohol or something that gets people a little inhibited, then you see how they really act. That's what we're seeing, man. The whole world of how of freaking people in charge, have all this property, money, prestige, they're doing are freaking dirty freaking perverts. And a lot of them are getting busted out. So spring and the grossness, Augie and I were talking about that today. I said, yeah, when I was at Offutt Air Force Base, I said, oh, yay, it's spring. I hate it because I was in the truck all the time, and it's dead. And it would be robin season, dead baby robin season, is what it would be. Because they'd have their freaking... They would always nest up in the freaking, like, the rafters of the overhang at the gas pump where we'd service our equipment and stuff like that. And then we get wind and it freaking knocked the nest out, and a little freaking, so it's just like freaking it was such a bummer. It was such a downer. Fucking dead baby robin season. And I'm like, because we were what it started is we were driving up to feed the horses, and people drive so fast they hit the little baby they hit the groundhog things, and so you got dead ground, and then you got the crows, so it's freaking stringy groundhog season. I'm just like, man, I don't want to see this stuff, man. Why do I always gotta come up on this stuff? It just always reminds me of that scene on Beetlejuice when Dad's like, oh, I'm all relaxed looking out the window, and the bird's pulling up on the worm, and it's all, that's what it's. Man, nature is nasty and dirty and gross, and we're animals, and people do nasty and gross things, and that's why I'm like, man, all you loving lighters is gonna start coming out sideways. Ain't nobody that good all the time. Everybody's done stuff that they freaking need to make amends for. That's what the planet needs, man. They're all well and good with not acting that way before. But what about all the amends for all the freaking people who've had really shitty things happen to them? Where's their justice? Because Lord knows, fucking lawyers are paying themselves so much. $156,000 in California. Fucking year. It's more than I'm making they make in a month more than I'm making a year, man, as a disabled. And I can't get a hold of anybody in any kind of system, VA system, but they're all continually paying themselves. You gotta know somebody. So I am excited. I have my notification up here. Cairo tomorrow at 11. Dr. Jennifer. She's cool. She's moving soon. Good luck. It's just how it is. But she has helped me in 2 visits oh so much. I can't tell. And I've done the exercises. I haven't done them every day. I can't do stuff like that every day. I get too caught up and then I get mad at myself for not doing what I was supposed to do. You know? But I am able to work on my core more and hold it more than I was. And for that I am grateful. And I'm going to be sad that she's going. But her dad and her uncle are still there. I don't know. But I feel pretty good. Anyway, I'm going to go out and hold my sign. When has the government ever said anything true on Saturday? So if anybody's in the area, in the local area, northern New Mexico, come on by, wave, honk, give me a thumbs up. There's one guy, he like rolled down the window and he's like, fucking idiot. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. You're fucking idiots, parents. Most is parents. Get out my face. Anyway, so it's always good to see people out there with their sign. With Judy, she holds hers that says the time is now. It's pretty cool. So anyway, it's funny. Have you noticed that the same patterns of people show up in your life? If you get around, some people just live the same lives. They see the same people. They do the same things all the time. It's just there's, I don't know. It don't matter. The world's changing. The world's changing so much it don't even matter, man. Things are getting crazy. They're getting crazy. It's like, and I've talked in videos about how I see the periods of lawlessness until people come into balance within themselves. They gotta find something, a power outside themselves that they gotta yield to. Because they don't have the discipline. People aren't disciplined. They're just, everybody's so freaking thirsty. They're so greedy. There's so much desire for money and power and lust and bloodlust and just all that nasty stuff. There's so much desire for it in the world. All these yachts. I know there's a lot of freaking bad, unmentionable stories that happens on yachts. Like all this, all this stuff that I don't know people are finding out about now. I've known the people that have worked at these places, like the private schools and stuff like that, where kids that opt out have to go, and the things that they do to them, stuff like that. It's never been a secret. And with my history, that enough alone, there's so many people that just think that freaking evil stuff doesn't exist. And that's not fair. That's not fair that they get to live so gleefully when when we're expected, all of us that have lived through this shit are just, the expectation is just to live gleefully. Oh, and to piggyback on that conversation at the tire shop, I said, you know what they ought to do? Is I said, they ought to, and I'm looking at the guy up and down. I'm such a dick. I hope nobody ever gets the wrong impression about me. I hope I paint a clear picture that I am full spectrum. And so the city worker, casual Fridays, Monday through Fridays, because he's picking up their new tires. Yeah, and they just take them back to frickin' motor pool and have them put them on the big stupid trucks that we pay for. So we pay for all this shit. That's what drives me crazy. And I said, what they ought to do is, I said they need to implement fitness standards for every county and employee, for every state, city employee, for all of them. I said, you know what? I said, I bet more than half would lose their job. And I'm looking at the guy, because he was definitely, I said, see if they can't run a mile, you don't get paid. Easy as that. You know, because you get all those benefits. They get paid so much in benefits. They don't ever have to worry about health forever. You know, everybody else does. You know, everybody else goes to the doctor. They get a freaking quadrillion dollar bill. And fucking most people don't even end out alive much anymore. What kind of crap is that? Pay a lot of money to freaking exit the planet these days. So, anyway, what are you gonna do? Just keep trying to spread out that good stuff. That's all you can try to do. Try and make your days more good, more than 50.1%, 0.1% good than crappy. Contribute more than you take on this planet, and then I think if you wake up tomorrow, it's probably going to be a pretty good day. Yeah. Some days I got to take more than I give. Yeah. Some days I do. I'm needing one of those days. I always get what I need right when I need it. I have a pretty astounding faith. I do. It's in my chart. It's in my stars. It's in my planet. And my hard assness. Oh, that's because I wish I would have recorded it. I got something Marge freaking in the hammer of Thor. I can't remember. But I'm full spectrum, and I can sit. If I don't get enough fun, that's why it was so good to be around my buddy laughing today about the freaking the stringy groundhogs and the freaking baby robin, pink robins, because they always came out of the egg with the blue egg. But anyway, life is brutal. It's like the freaking cats outside. I need to get a BB gun. Because the tomcats, I think that's what happened to Lyle, is they look at the little boy cats, the big tomcats that have been around forever. They look at the little dudes as competition. They don't like it. So it's their goal to wipe them out. And, yeah, I'm ready to, and it's like starting to get warm already. And I'm ready to really find our forever home and to work on that rather than sustain through another summer. I mean, it's doable. Just rather not. Is all. So, but things are so crazy, and real estate is so retarded here. All these people use all these freaking exuberant custom embellishments so that they can jack up the prices, and I don't give a shit. I don't want to live in a house with all that shit in it, with all the tile and I don't want to live in like that. I just want a basic place with freaking plaster on the walls. You know, it could be Adobe. It doesn't have to be. I don't care. 1 bedroom, 1 bath with a freaking fence around it. You know, so we can just be chill and mom can be comfortable for the rest of her life. Me too.